You're watching 48 Fastcast.
Good evening. Thank you for checking out the 48 Weekend Fastcast. Local headlines online in 10 minutes. I'm Nolan Crane. We begin in Huntsville, where police have arrested a 14-year-old, accusing them of shooting and killing a man on Monday night. The shooting happened in an apartment complex on Torrance Drive. That's just north of Sparkman and University. 30-year-old Saquon Moore was killed. Last night, police confirmed a 14-year-old was being charged with murder in that case. Their name is not being revealed due to their age. On Monday, police called this shooting an isolated incident.
We are still dealing with a couple of showers across the valley so far, and they're staying rather east of I-65. So for the most part in the Shoals, it's nice, dry, around 92 for most folks there. But expectations for the rest of our communities, still seeing rain chances, and there are some heavy downpours coming. So we're seeing a good deal of those rain chances throughout parts of Madison County, Limestone County, even making their way over to areas of Florence and Pulaski and Winchester, getting some of those outflow boundary showers as well. As we continue to look through the rest of the day, the greater chances of rain have finally toppled off, but we're continuing to see some chances as we head into our evening, but it'll start to clear out closer to the 8 and 9 o'clock hours. So keep that in mind as you go about your plans for this evening.
Good to know. Thank you, Jada. There is shocking new information about a woman from Gadsden accused of killing her 1-year-old daughter and leaving the body in a funeral home parking lot. Police now confirm Terica Pearl was arrested in Huntsville hours after the child's body was found. The revelation came during testimony at a preliminary hearing in Gadsden yesterday. Investigators say Pearl showed up to a Huntsville hotel hours after the body was found. A hotel worker directed her to a recovery center nearby because she seemed under the influence of drugs. Detectives say she appeared to break down under questioning, crying, and even yelling, "What have I done?" Several people have been arrested at a protest in Homewood in support of an Alabama A&M student who was shot and killed by a police officer earlier this summer. Police say a large group was obstructing traffic, forcing them to take action. 6 people were arrested and charged with disorderly conduct. Police say 3 of the 6 were armed, resulting in additional charges. Police say a fire at a nearby Walmart is also linked to the demonstration. Organizers say they were demonstrating against police violence.
It's important to know that this story is not over. We will not allow a cover-up to take place. We will not be silenced. Even in, with having a Love district attorney, his answer is not the final answer. And so we're on a quest to determine and to get out the truth of what happened to Jabari Peoples.
Now, the officer who shot Jabari Peoples will not be charged. The district attorney says body camera video shows Peoples was armed when he was shot. Tonight, $700 million is up for grabs. That's the size of the Powerball jackpot. It's now the biggest jackpot of the year. If you match all of the winning numbers, you're going to get a huge check, $316 million. Obviously, it's not legal and we don't have a lottery in Alabama, but you still have about 4.5 hours to cross state lines into Tennessee, Georgia, or Mississippi to buy yourself a ticket. We're going to have the winning numbers for you just minutes after the drawing tonight at 10. The 8th annual End Addiction Walk was held at Big Spring Park this morning, honoring those who lost their life to accidental overdose or addiction. WAFF 48's Noah Cowell joins us here in the studio. And Noah, this event is much more than just a walk.
That's right, Nolan. Hundreds of people came to Big Spring Park early this morning, walking together in solidarity to honor those they've lost and to remind everyone that no matter what, you are not alone and that you can overcome addiction. The weather didn't do anyone any favors this morning, but it didn't stop these people from walking through the rain. Flags were planted for the 1,100 people who lost their lives to drug overdose, while there were motivational speakers talking through their road to recovery and others celebrating that feat as well. Event volunteer Marcy Lewis says this is also a great opportunity for people whose lives are still plagued by addiction, directly or indirectly.
It's important to know that there are people who are dealing with the exact same things that you are, whether that be yourself going through some sort of substance use disorder, your family member having suffered a loss. It's a very unique situation that you find yourself in with that, and it's nice to be able to meet people that are going through the same journey that you are.
Lewis says she lost her sister to addiction several years ago to this disease, and this event also spreads awareness every year about the importance of treating this disease so that more lives can be saved. We'll have more tonight on this at 10. Nolan?
We're looking forward to that. Thank you, Noah. SpaceX is preparing for another rocket launch tomorrow. After the break, find out why leaders at NASA have high hopes for the company's success. Plus,
UFO days, we come in peace. We love you humans. Thank you for inviting us.
a one-of-a-kind festival is underway right now in DeKalb County. We'll tell you all about UFO days.
And we have our next named storm of the hurricane season, Ferdinand, and I'll talk to you a bit about what to expect in our neck of the woods as far as some of our rain chances when we return.
A one-of-a-kind celebration is underway in DeKalb County tonight. Everyone with a love of aliens is welcome to the UFO Days Festival. The party started early this morning, and it will continue until 10 tonight with live music, food, and a lot of fun. This all started back in 1989 when people in Fife reported strange lights in the sky. The legend kept growing, and a few years later, this festival was born. It's been 20 years, and this event keeps getting more and more popular every single summer.
Hey, it's awesome to see it because there's probably more here that I don't know, and that means that some of the advertisement reached out. We're certainly proud to, for them to come enjoy it because they're what makes the turnout for us and for the vendors in our town. So it helps promote business in our small town.
Again, if you're near Fife, the UFO Days Festival will keep on rocking until 10 o'clock tonight. Preparing for liftoff, SpaceX employees are working on another test flight of their Starship mega rocket. It could be as soon as tomorrow. This will be the company's fourth launch just this year and the first test launch since May. During two of these tests, the rocket exploded. NASA is planning to use Starship to send humans to the moon in as soon as 2 years. Back here at home, the Madison County Farmers Market was the place to be this afternoon for the annual Watermelon Festival. Farmers from all around the Tennessee Valley brought their melons into town. There was free, fresh watermelon and plenty of vendors on hand to share their secrets on how to grow these notorious fickle fruits.
Now, your first alert weather forecast with Jada Russell. 48's Umbrella a Week giveaway is sponsored by Mr. Rooter, your locally owned expert plumbers for over 34 years.
And Jada, for anybody making plans to leave their house, they're going to need that umbrella. Rain coming down across the Tennessee Valley. Really, it started this morning in some areas, and it kind of hasn't let up.
Not really. Honestly, it's been kind of like on and off downpours throughout the afternoon. You'll notice a good deal of these areas that have rain chances right now are still dealing with some stronger end downpours. You can see some of the red there across Winchester for sure, getting a heavy outflow storm there. But we're not seeing a lot of lightning to be indicated here, which is a good thing, but it's still raining nonetheless in some areas, and it seems to be trending heavier chances on the eastern end of I-65. A couple of folks on the western side starting to get a couple of showers in the mix there, so they tend to miss out on rain quite often. So we're glad to see that it's making its way across I-65. So expectations for the rest of today, we're keeping it oppressive with those humidity outlooks, but we're going to get into the comfy zone before reaching great and amazing by Wednesday. So hang in there one more day to it'll be a little less unbearable outside as we get to the rest of our weekend into Monday. Temperatures right now, rain-cooled areas are still in those mid-80s. Some folks like Meridianville seeing about 76 and 75 for Winchester, dealing with some of those outflow boundary storms. So expectations are to continue to cool off for most of us on the eastern side, but if you're on the western side of our communities, 92 is where you'll sit for the afternoon. We'll continue to see rain chances throughout most of our afternoon well into this evening and then carrying on into your Sunday morning. So we'll see rain chances possibly dry out around 8 for some folks. 9 o'clock could be still wet for you outdoors, but as we get into Sunday, rain chances will hang around. Lows expected to be in those low end 70s. And we'll see rain chances throughout most of your Sunday morning. I'll walk you through that in just a moment. We're seeing some leftover showers as we look through our evening so far. But these showers will continue if you have an early start to your Sunday. We'll start to see these showers pop up as early as 4 a.m. for some folks. So for the next couple of days, once we get through our rain chance for Sunday, it's going to be quite dry for the next few days. We're going to see some nice conditions. And before we get to our 10-day, we do have our next named storm. This is Fernand. There's another disturbance further south, about 20% chance of developing, but the name after that is Gabrielle. We're looking at temperatures dropping into those mid-80s, and then look at Tuesday, mostly cloudy, 78 as the high, and we're going to see some of our first 50s of the season. It's going to be a cool week ahead, folks.
Happy football season, North Alabama. I'm Kaylee Tingelstad. Over the last 2 days, our high school football teams from around the area kicked off for week 0. Our week 0 game of the week took us to the Mars Hill Panthers as they played host to Madison Academy. It was a back and forth battle in the first quarter with both teams scoring in each of the first 4 drives. But the momentum would shift in the second quarter with a near 50-yard run and a pick 6 from Mars Hill. The reigning state champions finished game 1 with an explosive win of 51-27 over the Mustangs. A good night for head coach Daryl Higgins and the Panthers.
Well, I mean, anytime you win, it's good, and we've worked hard. Our guys have done a great job getting ready, and just got to continue to get better.
Before we close out on week 0, let's take a look back to some of the plays that deserve some more attention with our plays of the week. A quarterback keeper from the Deschler Tigers for the score, a deep ball TD for JP2, or a pick 6 from the Athens defense. It's up to you to decide. You can vote on our website, WAFF.com. Voting ends Wednesday at 3, and we'll announce our winner in the 6 p.m. newscast. And if you're already looking ahead to week 1, make sure to tune in Monday at 6 to find out next week's game of the week and the second stop on our 48 tailgate tour.
And that's our time for now. Tonight on WAFF 48, live NASCAR racing from Daytona. Should be a good matchup. Now, that may delay our 10 p.m. news, but we will be ready as soon as the checkered flag falls. And remember, you get real-time news and weather updates 24/7 on our website, WAFF.com, and our news and weather apps as well. Thank you for joining us, and have a good rest of your night.